Decay came out with a new palette, my dears. First I had one for ages, then they discontinued it, then they did a basic, a reloaded, something other. I didn't buy it, my dears, I don't know. And now they came out with a color palette. I know for a long time they had like the pink one, the rose one. Now they came out with the Urban Decay Ultra Violet. Now if you know me, my favorite colors are blue. My second favorite color is purple. I couldn't help it. Now if they come out with a purple one, there will be a feature video if they come out, my dears. But basically this is all the colors that came out in the Urban Decay palette. And I've created this interesting eye look. I posted this on my Instagram and many people adored it. Now if you're interested in finding out how I created this nice icy purple neon or touch of neon, then keep watching for this interesting makeup tutorial. Keep watching, my dears. Keep watching. Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my dears, and thank you so much for pushing the little play button. I really, really appreciate it. Now, today I'm going to be talking to you about this new Naked Urban Decay Ultraviolet palette, my dears. It's all violet, but not completely. They have a little bit of bronze neutral. We're not going to touch that side today. We will in the future, believe me. I have tested it. I have my thoughts. But I'm going to basically show you everything on mostly in the purple side situation. And it's basically this look, my dears. But before we begin, I just want to remind you, please consider subscribing. And remember to push the little notification bell, because it will let you know when my videos are up and loaded, my dears. And remember to follow me on all of my social media, just in case you haven't, at Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, and even Snapchat. And it all has the exact same handle at Enidbluesinger, as well as my IMDb page, Enidbluesinger. Now, I'm going to hush, with no further ado, enjoy this nice, naked, Urban Decay Ultraviolet makeup look. Icy purple with a touch of neon. Well, alright, my dears, as I indicated, we're going to start into nice icy purple with a touch of neon and how I created the look. So, let's begin. So, we're going to go into this Naked Urban Decay Ultraviolet. And as you can see, usually I do my eyes first. I'm going to try this little thing today, have my face done, and if I'm just going to do an eye tutorial, just like today, and get the rest of the face done. And people use eyeshadow shields. I don't have some, but I do have these cottons that I'm going to put up here so you'll see exactly what I'm doing. And let's see how this works out. If this works out, my dears, this is going to be how I'm going to do all my videos with just eye looks. If it doesn't, enjoy the show and the bloopers. Beautiful palette. And yes, it does have a brush, and we will be using that brush, my dears. Now, the first thing that we're going to go ahead and do, I'm going to set everything. I already set everything already with some powder, but I like to put something on top because I had to drag stuff out here, so let's just set everything. So what I'm going to do, I will be using this brush, and actually this shade right over here is called Trippin'. This is actually a very good shade, which I'm thinking this shade is probably going to go away faster than anything else, because that's the main shade I used to set like concealers, my eyeshadow primers. That's an excellent shade. I do not care what skin tone you are, it works. So I'm going to go ahead and reapply. I'm going to do that way it doesn't mess up the rest of my face. Let's see how this works. Alright, my dears, so I went ahead and reset and refreshed it for a bit. Now, let's go straight into the crease color. Now, to create this look, I'm going to be using these two purple shades, Optimize and Warning. You should be seeing the swatch on the screen somewhere, but these are basically the swatches of these two. They're very, very light, so they're excellent colors to start on the crease. And even though Warning does have a sheen, it actually is a helper to Optimize. So I'm going to be using the Urban Decay brush that came with it, and I'm going to put this all over the crease. Now this is basically the shade that comes without any fixies that I'm about to do. It's very light. Now you see, even with both those colors, it helps each other, but it's not very intense, as you can tell. Now, if you just want a light wash of the lavender, this will be very, very nice. But I will intensify it, and this is how. Fix Plus, my dears, Max Fix Plus. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back into those two shades, give it some assistance, and go over the crease again. Tell with the Max Fix Plus, you can see the purple. It's more pastel than anything, which is very interesting for a purple palette, but I got, I think, 3 or 4 other purple palettes, and I don't think any of them give me this pastel, but this is how this looks like. And hell, to be perfectly honest, just these 2 colors, eyeshadow look all over the lid, underneath the lash line, and you'd be set, actually. Maybe I should do one shadow looks. Anyways, my point is, that's the intensity of these 2 colors on the crease, and with the help with Max Fix Plus. And then I'm actually going to go into this darker shade. It's called Purple Dust. I'm going to be using my Sigma E25. And I'm going to put this right in the inner crease. So what I'm going to do, it's not used to, I'm going to do this right in the inner part. Stretch your eye, by the way. I'm just using that color halfway. I'm not going to use it all the way. And then I'm going to go back with this brush, go to Optimize and Warning, and literally just blend. And now you see how all the colors look nice and blended and meshed in. They're singing, aren't they? They're singing. I'm going to be mixing more colors again because I'm trying to use a lot of the purple side, hence ultraviolet. Now I'm going to be using my MAC 242 brush, and I'm going to be mixing Cyberpunk and Euphoria. And I'm going to put both these colors mixed all over the lid. Okay, and this is how these 2 colors look together. Now, I like to jazz it up some more, so I'm going to go back with those same colors, Cyberpunk and Euphoria. I'm going to be adding some MAC Fix Plus and just re-intensifying that all over the lid. Now for the neon part, Lucid. This shade is very, very neon, my dears. I'm going to put this with my finger because it's more intense with the finger, just believe me. And I'm going to put it right in the middle, kind of like a halo eye. Show you how it looks like. I'm going to use the other side of the MAC 242 brush, how it looks like with the brush, and believe it or not, the finger's a lot better. I'm just trying to add some more because I love this Lucid shade. See how beautiful that Lucid just like pops. I mean, I love that shade. It's one of my favorite shades, and it's not purple, but it's one of my favorite shades, my dears. One of my favorite shades. Now, if you want to leave your look like this, you perfectly can, my dears. You perfectly can. I will keep going because I'm just extra like that, my dears. I'm just extra. Now, for the brow bone, I'm going to switch out of here because if you look at this palette, there really isn't like a highlighter color, like at all, just none. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to be using my Jaclyn Hill Highlighter Extra Loose Highlight. I did do a video about this particular highlighter, this video right over here, and I'll also link it down in the description below, and I basically show you every way I could possibly think of to use it. But I'm going to be using this in more than one way today as well, my dears. I'm going to be using this as a brown bone highlighter. I'm actually going to be using the small dose of colors brush over here. So I'm going to be putting a little bit here. This highlighter's bright. I'm going to put the shadow, my homemade shadow, and put this all over the brow bone. As you can tell, my dears, the highlighter's bright. It is bright and shiny. Jaclyn Hill did not play when she made these highlighters, my dears. She did not play, and I actually enjoyed the highlighters quite nicely. And as I stated, like almost every other sentence, if you want to leave your look just like this, you can, my dears. You can. Now, I'm going to go ahead and add some eyeliner. And one of my favorite eyeliners so far is I've been into color. Yes, color, my dears. Due to this whole pandemic situation, we're so used to the black and the browns and the, yeah, I like that same color. I work at home, so, yeah. So what I looked at, and if you go to the Sephora site, this is from Sephora. This is their colorful eyeliner, and it's waterproof. And this is an N06. Yeah, I'll look at the side because this is way too tiny for me to tell you the shade. So I'll link it down in the description below. But this has been like my new obsession, and I'm just gonna line the eyes and ears. Now you see how I made this color like pop? I mean, this color is fantastic, amazing. It really does make the eyes pop in here. It really does. So this is like my new favorite obsession. And then we're gonna go ahead and brighten the waterline right now. So I'm gonna be using this NYX white eyeliner. You can use any eyeliner that you have. I just like this one. This is a mechanical eyeliner. I like mechanical. This is in white. And I'm gonna put this all underneath the lash line, my dears. And then underneath the lash line, honestly, we're basically towards the end of the look. I'm going to use the end point of the brush from the Urban Decay. I'm going to be taking Purple Dusk and Euphoric. I'm going to mix those two and literally put this underneath the lash line. Because you saw this little eyeliner went a little bit more down. It's not going to affect anything. And of course, a little intensification with nice crystals. And we're almost done with the look, my dears. We're going to go back with the loose highlighter because just a little dab, because these are intense. I'm going to put this bit in the corner. And then I'm going to take this It Cosmetics, not find the number, 103. Like a dab. It's literally a dab. That was too much. And I'm going to use it as my highlight. And I'll be using a touch of MAC Fix Plus and a touch of the Skin & Co. Truffle Therapy. You know, let's double set this look. Alright, my dears, now this is the look. Alright, my dears, and this is basically the look with the Naked Urban Decay Ultraviolet. If you recreated this look, please tag me on Instagram, Twitter, message me. Let me know your looks. Let me see them. I want to see how you created, and if you have any other looks that you have done with this palette, please let me know. I'm kind of curious. Now, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you watching to the very end. Now, one last thing right before you leave. Be safe, be kind, be careful. I love you. I'm Missy, and I'll see you on the next video. See you soon.